Good evening and welcome to the Highgate Selectboard meeting for September 2nd, 2021. Our first order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all for coming. We'd like to introduce you to our newest member,
Recording in progress.
Chris Egan. Chris is brandy new, so don't overwhelm him all at once, but we're happy to have you and welcome aboard.
Thank you.
So, public comment. Do we have any public comment that's not already on the agenda?
Debbie? Not on the agenda, right?
You're in executive session, but you could give an update as we get further down the agenda. But Mr. Boudreau is here for public comment.
Public comment, oh, your own public comment.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Well, go right ahead.
Oh, me? My turn? Okay.
The board has some information, but
Okay.
you can tell them you're...
So here's the situation. My name is Chris Boudreau. I've lived at 266 Jewel Avenue in Swanton on the town line of Highgate for 25 years, taxpayer to the town. I've decided to sell my house, and when they did a title search on the property, they found out that they couldn't find, what I have is a private crossing agreement, which was between the state of Vermont and myself. They couldn't find that because it was recorded in Swanton. Because so many other times what has happened to me is people get confused because they have a Swanton address and I live in Highgate. So, needless to say, the state did the same thing. So when they wrote up the original agreement, right off the bat, it says Swanton on it. So it missed, everybody missed it. Timmy Holbert missed it, everybody. He even notarized, watched me sign it. So I went back to the state. They reviewed it, and of course they saw Swanton, so they sent it to Swanton Records. So there it sat from 1997 to this afternoon. So we're having issue because from my understanding, I'm not an attorney, but from my understanding that the town of Highgate took over the right-of-way from the state with a quitclaim deed, I believe in 1999. So they're supposed to acknowledge and adopt basically any previous agreements. But because this wasn't recorded in Highgate, it was recorded in Swan, so it is on record. Like I said, I just moved them from Swanton to Highgate today. So they're here now. But I don't know what, the problem is I'm trying to sell the house and they need this cleaned up, I guess you would say, to have Highgate adopt it properly. My attorney I spoke to, Matthew Glitman, seems to think it's just a couple little clerical errors that could be easily fixed. There's a lot of proof in here which states the mule post markers and everything. So there's actually, even at the back, there's a map of my subdivision with my property, the right of way they're talking about. I have other documents that back it up with Nancy Rice that had letters during the process. So I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know if it's, I mean, my attorney and I both think it's just a couple of clerical errors that could be fixed and then cleaned up and then sent back so we can proceed with selling the house. The issue is that this this kind of got passed along until I actually went to Timmy Hobart's office and started asking questions. They dug it out, and then they found out what the issues were. Previously, I'll probably never do this again, but there was the attorney that I hired in Burlington was taking any information that I gave them that I could find on my safe, you know, they couldn't even find the agreement for quite a while because it's Swan, but I had it in my safe. So I passed that along. They continually just passed everything to the buyer's attorney, and that's where it died. So this went on for probably 3 weeks, almost a month. So now we've wasted all this time, and this is basically the one piece of information that's holding up the closing. And the buyer's already been in temporary housing for like 2 weeks and had to put their stuff in storage, and they're getting, which I understand, you know, they're like, you know, we need to have something soon, or we're gonna have to cut ties and go find another property, which I don't blame them. I just don't want that to happen over something that's, to me and my attorney, seems like such a simple clerical error that got ignored for many, many years, because until you need it, you never find out there's an issue. And so that's, I don't know if you want to see these documents.
I believe a lot of that was in our packet.
Yeah.
Is it in there?
I don't have that.
No.
Chris just brought that today,
Yep,
and Wendy will be recording it. I didn't have that in your packet, sorry.
you're welcome to look at this.
So, we have retained legal advice,
Mhm.
so I'd like to suggest that we take this into executive
Okay,
session, which is right after this regularly scheduled meeting. That
Okay.
way we can
that's.
talk about what our lawyers,
Okay.
yeah,
I'm sure that, you know, I went to this meeting, I said, I don't know, I said, I'm not
right.
very articulate, I'm sure I'm missing information. I begged him to come to me so he could make it a lot more clear as to what he thinks the issues are. But he says if nothing comes of this meeting, then he's gonna get in contact with your office, I guess. So, I don't know, that's all I know.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll take some time in executive and
Okay,
share what our lawyers
Right.
have said and
I appreciate
what we
that.
think we can do to help you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Can I sit up here? Chris, can you?
Yes.
I'm gonna turn this around.
Yep.
I'm just trying to get, I read the package today that we get, but it's all in black and white. I'm a picture guy.
Okay.
So this is your house here,
That is correct.
and this is,
That is the right
that's
of
the
way.
piece, the right of way. So we're
Exactly.
talking that piece right
You're
there.
talking right there.
Okay.
In fact, I have a map for here if you want to see it.
That's just probably right here. Yep. Okay.
Same thing.
I just want to make sure that was the piece
Yep,
we're talking about.
that is.
All right, thank you.
Okay, is there any other public comments? Okay. Airport infrastructure project update. So you all should have received your ballots. You can mail them in, you can drop them at the office, you can drop them in the drop box in the back. You can bring them to the meeting date on September 14th at the arena. Shelley and Wendy will both be there with the justices of the peace. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can place your vote there. We have an informational meeting on September 7th, in which there is a free chicken and biscuit dinner. We encourage people to come out, learn a little bit more about what it is you're voting on, and ask any questions you might have. We're happy to answer. So, anything else we want to put out there as a...
I had a couple of questions that was brought to my attention today by some of the Highgate residents. They asked some questions, and I told them, I said, if you have a lot of questions and you're very unclear about it, you need to be at that meeting on Tuesday, 6 o'clock at the arena. I have been spreading the word around. I told them, I'm only the messenger. I'm just getting the word out.
Yeah,
When you have questions, you need to write them down, bring them to the meeting, and your questions should be answered.
yeah, well, we're
So
happy to
we're just
answer them,
getting
or
out.
we have guests that are coming as well. who-
Exactly, that's what I told the people. I said, I'm just a messenger, I'm just getting the word out. So,
Okay. Anything else, Heidi?
Just that if people intend to come in person to the meeting, if they could let me know, that would be great, so we could have a head count for the meal.
We'll be down, I'm definitely gonna be there.
Will do.
So the meal is going to be provided by the Methodist Church group, so should be a good meal and plenty of information. So moving on. Shelley?
Wendy has instructed me to let you know you've skipped the appointment of the new member and to backtrack.
Make a motion, lady.
All right.
Slide over.
So we will make an official motion to accept Christopher Egan as our newest appointed select board member until March, at which time he will need to be voted in by the voting public. So do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right. Again, welcome.
That's official. Thank you.
Okay, now moving on.
Okay.
Okay. You have the check warrant in front of you. I stuck it on the table. Were there any
Yes.
questions? Everyone had a chance to look at that? Okay.
Do I have a motion to accept the check warrants?
So moved.
All right. Any questions or concerns? Okay.
I just saw something on there for Mountain View that was for, was that,
The welcome signs.
so I assumed that's what it was for.
Yes, and the family's already paid us, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right. So do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
While you are signing that, I will give you a quick little update on what I'm gonna ask you to sign next. An updated policy for the collection of delinquent taxes. And the other town examples that Ed Adrian had given me, the town treasurer and the collector of delinquent taxes were the only people that signed the policy, but because I am both of those people in this town, I would prefer if you, as the select board, signed it with me. In the last couple of years, I've run into an issue with people post-dating checks and then them being returned for that reason. We took care of the postmarks and we've taken care of a few other tickety-boo things, but our policy was not detailed enough where it covered everything. So Ed had given me examples from a few of our surrounding towns that he thought were great examples for me to use. And that's pretty well exactly what I did. I took the policies that we already have in place, the 1% interest, the due date, 8% delinquent, and then I got into more detail with piggybacking Colchester and Stowe on the no postmarks, no post dates, needs to be in the office. Make sure you know if you use a bill pay system with your bank that it could take longer than the 1 day to get here. So that is what I'm asking you to sign next, as far as that, and that will be sent out with all of the tax bills to all of the residents. I send that every year as a reminder of what is and what's not acceptable in the town.
Everyone had a chance to look at that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Were there any questions on that?
I didn't know.
When is the tax due, Shelley? Because a couple people asked me, and I thought, is it October 31st or is it November 1st?
Well, Friday, I believe is October 29th this year.
Okay.
And that's, in my opinion, worked out very well to be the very last business day of the month as
Okay.
far as accounting
Because I've already
goes.
had people ask me, because I've already given them the tax rate, and they were just wondering.
Yep.
So you said October 29th?
Yep, Friday at 4:30, so the drop box will be open until 4:30, and at that point, I lock it. When we lock the doors, we lock the
Okay.
drop box.
Okay.
Our new office hours, we are not open on Fridays, but we will be open Friday the 29th to the public for collection of taxes.
Okay. Okay, so do I have a motion to sign the policy for the collection of taxes and delinquent taxes?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then just quickly, while you're signing that, the auditors wrapped up. They were here Monday and Tuesday for 2 very full days. Sharon did come in and speak with them Tuesday morning. Thank you very much for doing that. When they left, I get a sheet pretty well of any corrections that need to be made. There was a few, and I know it's just human error from working on a tiny screen in my dining room. But easily fixed, and I made all the corrections today and sent the trial balance back to Jordan, so I would think that we would have everything wrapped up and back to you guys fairly soon. Stressful couple of days, but it's done, and I'm still thankful for them.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, anything else for Shelley? Okay.
Okay.
Wendy?
You have 3 sets of minutes this time.
Okay, has everyone had a chance to look at the minutes? Okay. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes for August 19th, the regular meeting, August 19th, the special meeting, and August 24th for the select board interviews?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Also.
All those in favor say aye.
Okay, thank you. And real quick, I'll just give you an update on those lovely ballots. They went out August 24th. We've had a few go out since as new people register to vote. We have sent out a total of 2,187, and as of close of business today, we had 244 of them back.
Really?
So that's around
45 in the
11%.
box.
Yours is in the box? I'll get it in the morning. So again, mail works great. The drop box is amazing. I get here every morning and it's got quite a few in there. People are dropping them off. I think and hope a lot of people are waiting until after the info session. So I expect this to pick up substantially after the info session. So if you've lost it, your dog ate it, your kids rode on it, whatever, just let me know. We can issue you a new one. I just want to remind people to please sign the certificate envelope that is in there. If you don't, your ballot is considered defective. I do have 3 business days to contact you and give you an opportunity to cure that defect. So I have had that happen once so far. Just try to remember to sign it. If you don't, I will reach out to you. And that should be it for me.
Perfect. Okay, Heidi.
All right. Just when you were talking about it, I think it's worth mentioning that the information session, there is a Zoom link available for that if people are unable to come in person or uncomfortable. But there will be a video of that, which will be available on the Northwest Access TV channel as well as on the town's YouTube channel. So if people can't make that, then they will be able to view it after. And if they need help doing that, they can just reach out to the office, and happy to help them connect with that. So I have a very easy list tonight too, and there's only one item in your packet, and that's a maintenance agreement from the state. You should have all, with possibly the exception of Chris, because I didn't have you in the loop at that time, but there is a copy in your packet. It's an e-sign, so they want it signed electronically, but if the town is comfortable, I can, you can make a motion and I can e-sign that for you after. What they're asking for is they will be doing repairs on Monument Road at the intersection, and as a part of that, they're going to be making some minor modifications to Decker Road. And there is a plan in there that shows you it's some pretty minor stuff. And they're asking the town to take ownership of those things. Looks like a new stop sign and a little bit widened road. Just that you will take ownership and maintain it going forward.
Okay, has everyone had a chance to look at that?
I have, yes.
All right, can we make a motion to allow Heidi to e-sign this agreement for the state?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. That's it for me. I have some contractual issues for you in executive session.
That's it.
That's it. Can you
Shortest
believe it?
ever.
Wow,
I checked the packet twice, I'm like, wow,
half hour.
there's not much in there.
So, we did want to point out too that Vern and Cliff Coy
Yep.
were on the AM radio. How'd that go for you?
Thought it went very well.
Are you a superstar now?
I don't know, but I'll do autographs afterwards.
That would be
There
no.
you go.
If he doesn't know now, he doesn't, that would be no.
Did you use your radio voice?
I did use my radio voice. No,
That's not a radio.
it was
That's
fun.
awesome.
It was actually fun. The two DJs made it very easy. I gave my homework packet, some of our stuff, so a week prior, and they had all the questions lined up, so
Great.
it was pretty easy. Cliff did a good job too. Yeah.
I tried to get a link to it, but I was unable. It was
You didn't miss anything.
a different part, but our engineer, Wayne Elliott, reached out to me and said, I heard them talking about your project this morning, so people definitely listened to it. It was
Excellent.
great idea, I'm glad you did that.
Where's that?
So we have 4 videos, 1 radio interview, some newspaper articles.
Okay.
some
Courier front page.
online-
It's still pretty local.
The
Courier
front
front
page.
page? No.
Oh,
Which reminds me, I did have them put in a small ad for the information
Okay,
meeting, so you'll,
okay, if we get a bill, I'll know it was you.
yeah.
Okay. That bill's already been
Great.
paid with one more thing.
All right, anything else for select board? Okay. We are sending our thoughts out to Richard and his family, and hope everything is peaceful and calm. So, I would make a motion to,
That's Otter Creek.
okay, that's Otter Creek, okay. I was gonna say.
Yep.
Make a motion to go into executive with Chris Woodrow, Mary Souza, Heidi Bridge-Valenta, and Robert Clark from Otter Creek, all for contractual or legal. Whatever you want to call it.
Okay. Hi, so Richard's mom isn't good.
No. So do I have a second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you all very much for joining us.